Action.
We're in Japan. Still got the shot, I think.
Looks like the Queen Mother. Right, so they're having holy moly.
Cut.
Where are we?
We are in... Where are we?
An arcade.
This guy's sick.
We're here at Beauty School, filming on the rooftop.
So obviously, getting to the end of the shoot, Japan's just amazing to be able to hit. Like going through from Kyoto, seeing some of the older style through to the madness of karaoke and Tokyo's kind of like louder scene. It really feels like we've managed to cover a lot, and be able to kind of run around and not have to worry in kind of the same way we have to do in other places. It's kind of, there's something really magical about it. We've covered everything from very ancient crafts through to very kind of loud, playful, modern. And I think that's been a really special thing to try and translate. And I think the fact that we've been able to kind of wrap that all into one, I feel very excited that we've been able to tell the right story about what we've seen here.
There's one thing you've learned the whole time. What have you learned?
I've learned loads of stuff, but I think the idea that the traditional or ancient name for the country was Wa, and I kind of like learned about that as a philosophy before, but understanding the fact that that kind of permeates through the people, because that's what the foundation of the kind of culture and the background of the country is. That's been really special to understand.
Anything else you want to add?
Exandos are great.
Wow. This is the final sequence of the show. It's Ryan making his cocktail inspired by his trip to Japan.
There's some else smoke. Did you try and set virtual light?
We might have set the bar on fire a little bit.
Whose fault was it?
Johnny.
So we're going to build up layers, but the central focus is our Hibiki Japanese harmony. So we're going to chop these up. We're going to pop these into a jar just to infuse. It was such a joy to be able to be back here in Japan, and I hope this is a way of trying to summarize all of the amazing things we saw along our trip.
Brilliant. Well done.
My highlight of the trip was spending time with the crew afterwards to drink whiskey highballs in a hotel corridor while eating some ridiculously baller melon.
This is from the very fancy fruit shop that you weren't allowed to go to. I wasn't allowed to go to. So that's about all of the story I have of that one.
How much was it?
Mystery. It was either 60, 80 or £100. I think there's something really fun about being able to wrap together when you've been discovering all these things, and it might not be the most kind of fanciest presentation of something, or it's very different to having a highball in Bar High Five, but I think there's something, that's where the kind of true joy of these things come to life. You realize that these are things that bring people together. You don't need to be in the fanciest setting. You don't need to have the most expensive version of something, although that probably was the most expensive melon I've tried. There's something really kind of wonderful about just having it together with people.
What's it smell like?
It smells a bit like.
So I think those points in which you kind of realize this works, this is what it's about. It's wonderful to discover all these things, but it's also more meaningful to then go, well, this is why we do this. I love making drinks because I love seeing people happy, and I love discovering new flavors because it helps you look at things in a different way. So when you get to put it in practice, it's where it feels the most special.